Hello everyone, today we're going through all GTA Protagonist and looking at their kill counts based on the main storyline missions. We're not gonna include the side missions because they aren't directly linked to the main story. We're gonna first start with Cloud. Cloud is definitely one of the most evil protagonists in the GTA series. Throughout GTA 3, he kills countless people, often just for money or just to climb Liberty City's criminal ranks. He's ruthless, cold and completely silent, making his actions speak for themselves. Now I won't focus too much on the main bosses he eliminates like Kenji Kazan, Salvatore Leone or his ultimate killing of Catalina. Those are big moments. His total comes to around 150 to 200 people. That might not seem like the highest body count in the series, but here's the kicker. GTA 3 takes place over just a few weeks. Killing that many people in such a short time is staggering, and it shows just how brutal and efficient Cloud really is. Tommy Vercetti is another brutal protagonist, and when we take into account the Harwood incident, we see just how violent his backstory is. Unlike Cloud, whose early kills are more ambitious, Tommy's first kills are part of the lore and they add to his body count. We estimate 15 kills right at the beginning, and when you combine those with everything he does during the game, his total kill comes around to 250 plus kills. These include key missions like Death Row, Rub Out and many others where Tommy takes out enemies. Now compared to GTA 3, which takes place in only a few weeks, Vice City spends a few months. But even with that time frame, 250 kills is still a staggering number. It's safe to say that both Tommy and Cloud are serial killers, and honestly most of the protagonists in the series could be considered the same when you look at their body counts. CJ's kill count throughout the main story is around 250 kills, but there's a twist. To unlock the final mission, you need to take control of the significant portion of Los Santos gang territories. This adds to the body count, pushing his total to around 300 kills plus, and possibly more depending on how much the game you complete. While I haven't calculated every single kill, this is based on the main storyline missions and the enemies you eliminated throughout. For now, CJ stands as the deadliest protagonist in the series with his 300 kills. Tony Cipriani is arguably the deadliest protagonist of all time. Not only does he engage in countless murders throughout the Liberty City stories, but he literally blows up an entire neighborhood. Based on the estimated number of people living in the area, Tony's kill count could range from 5,000 to 10,000 people. When you look at the sheer scale of destruction he causes, it's clear that Tony is the most deadly protagonist in the series, and it's hard to imagine anyone surpassing him. Vic Vance may not have the same body count as some of the other protagonists, but he's still responsible for taking down a solid portion of Vice City's criminals. His kill count spikes during missions like Blitzkrieg, where the Menendez brothers send waves of goons after Vic and Lance's businesses. This pushes his total from around 150 to 250 kills. For a game like Vice City Stories, which takes place over 6 to 9 months in 1984, that's still a significant amount of killings, and honestly when you look at the nature of GTA protagonists, this level of violence is pretty much par of the course. Niko Bellic is a cold-hearted protagonist who kills for one thing, cash, but he's not like Cloud. As I mentioned in the previous video, he doesn't just kill for fun, but this body count is still significant. A large portion of his killings come from missions like saving Roman from the Russians, dealing with the betrayal by Dimitri, and the intense shootout from Ray Bogdan during the Gracie mission, where he eliminates a lot of enemies. When you factor in high stakes moments like Faustin assassination and the violent confrontation with Dimitri or Pegorino in the final act, Nico's kill count jumps from around 200 to 300. In fact, I would even go as far as to say 350 kills for Nico, given the sheer amount of carnage during key missions. Luis Lopez might not be the mass killer that Nico is, but he still racks up a significant body count, especially to the high action missions in the Ballad of Gay Tony. A lot of his kills come during missions with Yusuf Amir, where Luis steals vehicles like the Buzzer helicopter and the APC tank, taking down dozens of enemies. The final mission where Luis faces up against Bulgarian and his men significantly increases his kill count. However, despite these intense moments, Luis is more focused on protecting Tony than causing chaos, so his body count remains lower, sitting around 100 to 150 kills. In The Lost and Damned, Johnny Klebett's story is defined by constant conflict with rival gangs, law enforcement and even members of his own motorcycle club. His kill count is likely closer to 150 to 200 kills, especially when you consider the following. Johnny and the Lost MC have multiple violent encounters with the Angels of Death, throughout the game. Missions like Angels in the American and Hit the Pipe involve intense gunfights, easily adding dozens of kills. Johnny's conflict with Billy Gray and his loyalists also led to several bloody confrontations. Overall, his conflict with his ex-boss leads to a lot of kills, and when you look at the prison break in the final mission, this literally adds to his kills, and even I would say it's 250 plus kills and even more. So technically I can't just speculate how many people Johnny hits literally kills, because he kills just a lot of people. So while Johnny's kill count is significant, it's still lower than characters like Nico or Luis, especially since we're only counting in-game storyline kills. Even if I count the prison break kills, it still doesn't match with Nico or Luis. No off-screen actions are considered, unless mentioned like in Tommy's case in Vice City. Franklin is the most level-headed of the trio on GTA 5. His missions are the most focused and on precision and professionalism, they're pure chaos. However, that doesn't mean he avoids violence. He still racks up a significant body count through his work with Michael, Trevor and Lamar. His kill count is somewhere between 140 to 180, factoring in all the major storyline missions where Franklin takes down the enemies in intense shootouts and high-stakes situations. Michael's kill count reflects his willingness to do whatever it takes to protect his family and his lifestyle. As well as part of a hardened criminal throughout GTA 5, Michael takes part in various high-stakes missions, often resorting to violence to maintain control. His kill count is around 250 plus kills, and this included his action during the prologue, where he's already involved in significant bloodshed. Trevor's kill count is without a doubt the highest among GTA 5 protagonists, not only due to his rack-up killing during a haste, but his relentless elimination of the Lost MC and the O'Neill brothers pushes his total even higher. Trevor's missions involve random acts of violence, whatever is blowing up rival gangs or taking out enemies just for fun. This chaotic approach to life leads to his impressive kill count of around 250 kills, including the bloodshed during the prologue. So yeah, that's gonna do it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider liking and subscribing for more. I'll see you soon in the next video.